Welcome back to my booth. Irfan here. There has always been a real hype around Mi Fitness bands. Last year I reviewed the Amazfit Bip smartwatch, and even though it was a little pricey, it was totally worth it. Right now I have the Mi Band 4 from Banggood.com. It goes for $52 and sports some brand new features like the color AMOLED screen and a bigger display. I'm here to check out what all is new and different from Mi Band 3, and is it fit enough to be your new fitness companion.
If gadget reviews, DIY projects, and life hacks are your thing, then consider subscribing to my booth and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of the action.
Here is the box. Everything on it is in Chinese. Inside we have the band. Now this is the international version. The band might be showing Chinese in the beginning, but once you synchronize it with your phone, it changes to English. There's a charger and a user manual which is also completely in Chinese. Here is the band. They only had this classic graphite black strap available, but there are more colors to come like blue, orange, red, etc. And then of course you get these extra accessories for Mi bands everywhere online. It's the same silicone material, very smooth finishing and soft to the touch. Length can be adjusted to fit wrists from 15.5 to 21.6 centimeters, which means it is compatible with pretty much every wrist size. One of the main difference from Mi Band 3 is that the screen is AMOLED color display compared to OLED black and white on the Mi Band 3, and the size is bumped up from 0.78 inches to 0.95 inches, which means more data on the screen. It has a little wake up touch button below the screen as usual, and on the back we have the Mi branding, heart rate sensor and the charging pins. For charging, you have to remove the whole display module just like any other Mi Band. Talking about the display, I would say job well done. The colors are super vibrant, very good contrast ratio, and even the icons have been redesigned to not make them look like those generic ones which you find on the unbranded fitness bands out there. It is sufficiently bright, and you can even increase or decrease the brightness from the settings. Even in bright sunlight, everything on the screen is visible, the touch is sensitive, and the swiping feels fluid. To start up the band for the first time, you need to connect it to the phone once using the MiFit app, which is available on App Store and Google Play for free. The band is Bluetooth 5.0 enabled and is compatible with Android 4.4 and above and iOS 9 and plus. With your phone's Bluetooth turned on, simply go to Add Device, wait for your device to show up and then connect to it. Once you connect it, it stays connected. If you switch off the phone's Bluetooth, it gets disconnected, and once you switch it back on, it automatically connects without having to do it yourself. Now we keep the phone on the side and take a look at the functions on the band. On the home screen, you can see the basics like time, date, battery percentage, Bluetooth connection status, and the steps. You can swipe down or up to scroll through the menu, where first we have notifications. I'll come to these in a moment. Then we have more, which contains other settings like do not disturb, which you can customize to switch on after you fall asleep, alarm, music. So you can basically use the band to play audio on the phone while wearing some sort of headphones, Bluetooth or wired one. Switch between tracks and change the volume as well. Stopwatch, timer, find your phone. You can tap on this and the phone will start ringing provided it is in the Bluetooth range. You can also locate the watch from the app, but all it does is vibrate, so it's of no use cause you'll only feel the vibration if it is on your hand or pocket, in which case it is not lost in the first place. Alipay band display, it has three watch faces built in, and you can load one more from the app at a time, and there is a wide variety to choose from on the app. There are 50 watch faces in total. Some are simple while others are more artistic. And finally we have settings, from where you can change the brightness, switch on lock screen, where you will have to swipe to unlock the band, reboot, reset to factory settings, and firmware info. Out of more, we have weather. It shows the weather from the last time it synchronized with the phone. Then workout, you can choose to start a workout from here. It has outdoor running, treadmill, cycling, walking, exercise, and swimming. Next is heart rate. It will take a couple of seconds and display your current heart rate. And finally we have status, which just shows the steps taken so far in the day, calories burned, distance traveled, and idle alerts. All of this data will reset at 12 midnight to 0, but it is stored in the watch, so when you synchronize it with your app, it will transfer everything there to store it in the history tab. And also from the home screen, you can swipe right to access the audio player and left to access Alipay. Now, before I take it out for a run and a swim, I'm gonna go over the app briefly because MiiFit app has really evolved over time and you can customize a lot of options. So on the home screen, you see the stats for the day like steps, sleep data, heart rate, and a graph of daily steps. When you click on the steps, it takes you into the detailed analytics. Here you can see how much of your goal you have reached. If you have done any activity, it will show that here as well, and calories burned. And it gives a little perspective as to how much calories you have burned in comparison with scoops of ice cream. Creative. You can even click further to see how active you were at different times of the day. It's really specific, like suspiciously specific. The same goes for the calories tab, and you can even check your history for the week or month. From the home screen, you can also swipe right to start activities like running, walking, cycling from the app itself, and it will automatically start on the watch. Next, we have the Friends tab, past which we have Profile, from where you can set goals, add friends, etc. And most importantly, access the band settings. From here, you can change the display, which I showed earlier, set up notifications for calls, messages, and other apps individually. And the notifications are great, super quick, almost instantaneous. You get the message displayed on the screen with complete text. It can be WhatsApp, Facebook, or any other app which you turn on the notifications for. No emojis are displayed, by the way. You can also go into notifications on the watch to scroll through all the notifications received and clear them as well. If you turn on call alerts, the band will start vibrating when you get a call and also display the contact's name. You can choose to ignore it so it stops vibrating or even reject the call. You can't, however, answer the call from the band. You can set up alarms, sedentary reminders, goal notifications, etc. Now, below the main settings, you have other settings like locating the band, which I mentioned earlier, toggle gesture control where the screen will light up when you raise your wrist, auto heart rate detection. You can set a time interval for keeping a track of the heart rate, and there's also an option to alert you when you exceed a certain heart rate, which you can set yourself. Enabling night mode makes the watch brightness to reduce automatically at night and increase during the day. Band lock is a neat feature where it will lock the band when taken off the wrist, and you can set a password to unlock it. You can also reorder the menu on the band and even hide some options if you don't want them to be displayed on the band menu. That is pretty much it for the app. Now I'm going to take it for a run and let you know how it goes. Alright, I took it for a 2 kilometers walk slash run. For comparison, I also took my phone with the Runtastic app running and data connection, and I have to say I wasn't very happy. I didn't connect the band with the phone for the activity, and the difference in distance is almost non-forgivable. My phone shows 2 kilometers and the band only recorded 1.6 kilometers, and I did the whole thing twice, by the way, with the same results. Now, this badly affects the average pace, and the calories burned are also different. For the calories, I actually trust the Mi Band more. Now, if you connect the band to the phone during the activity, it is much more accurate. In fact, it even gives a warning before you start an activity to connect it to the phone for accurate data. But for those times when you leave your phone behind, you're not going to get very accurate distances nor the map data. Now, details wise, I love the Mi app. It is much more detailed with the heart rate graph, altitude, and other small details like stride length, etc. The pedometer is pretty accurate actually. I tested it separately where I walked 100 steps and it displayed 100 plus minus 5 all the time. And now it's time for the waterproof test. It is rated 5 ATM, which means you can take it 50 meters underwater, and that is why I'm here. Well, I'm not going 50 meters deep, but at least 50 meters across, provided my stamina keeps up. The battery is 135 milliamp hours, which again is an upgrade from Mi Band 3, which had a 110 milliamp hour battery. It's a lithium polymer, takes 2 hours to charge, and so far it's been 6 days of continuous use and it is down to 64%. If it continues this way, it should give me 17 days of use, which is not bad for that size of a battery. Alright, after a good lap, the watch is completely functional, and with that, our underwater and splash test is over and passed. Now to conclude, design pass, comfortable band, big bright colorful display, quite accurate at recording activity stats. One thing I would like better would be if the display stayed awake for at least 10 seconds, cause right now it is like 4 seconds and it can be sometimes annoying to wake it up again and again. Seems durable, waterproof. 17 days battery life is a big plus with all connections online, by the way. Notifications are displayed super quick and clearly, and a very easy to use and comprehensive smartphone app. Basically, all the points for a good fitness band. I'll leave a link in the description box below in case you want to check it out. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button below. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my booth for more gadget reviews, DIYs, and life hacks. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Instructables. All the links are in the description box below. Click on the thumbnails to watch my other videos or check out my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching.